What's up, guys? Welcome to Boxed. Yo, Chuck.
I'm not ready to even talk about this yet.
Listen, well, let's get into it, Jack. I usually can do the intro, but damn,
Well, first of all, everybody subscribe because we're
yes,
gonna
yes,
we're gonna
yes,
get carried away here in a minute. But
yes,
yeah,
yes.
everybody
If you haven't
subscribe.
already, please hit that subscribe button. But um, Jack,
Classic, certified classic.
what did we just see? Do you know the crazy thing about? Okay, let's just obviously let you guys know Real Madrid versus
You guys
Man
have seen the title.
at the Etihad Stadium, titles there, all that sort of stuff. It's crazy. The maddest thing for me is that this don't really happen in the first leg, Jack. It's usually in the second leg where everything goes off. You know, teams are
Right.
usually cautious. You know, they don't want to give it away. They want to have a fighting chance coming into the second leg. The fact that it goes off like this, 4-3, I don't think we've seen a semi-final. I don't think we've had a semi-final like that.
But you
Maybe.
know, it's those early goals though, right? Changes the whole. You know what's Mike Tyson's? Is it Mike Tyson? I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it is
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Tyson.
Everyone has a
Everybody's got a
plan to
game
their
plan till you get punched in the face. Try getting punched twice, right? By Kevin De Bruyne once and Gabriel Jesus the other time. So, you know, within the space of basically 10 minutes, you're 2-0 down, you're away from home. Any game plan that you thought you had, even Man City's game plan was probably thrown out the window. Because you know, they were playing, Man City's game plan would have been based on, wow, this is Real Madrid. You know, we need to play some kind of way here just to be able to get a result and be able to get to the Bernabeu with a chance to win, whether we're ahead, drawing, or even losing, God forbid, losing. For them to be two up there thinking, we can't go in with the game plan that we thought we'd had because it's not going to be based on where we're at right now. So,
Jack, to me, it's a crazy one because I was looking at Guardiola. They showed Guardiola so many times, during like moments in the game, like every goal, and his reaction to me told me everything I needed to know about this
right.
game. We know Guardiola's history, and we know City's history in this competition, and it kind of showed in a way times that they should have. Jack, after going 2-0 ahead, you're expecting them to pull away. Mahrez has that big chance, you know, to rather square or hit the target. He doesn't, and then he gives Real Madrid the chance again. They again get the second opportunity after
But
going
then
3-1.
Foden
You
too,
know,
right?
like
Foden on the
yeah,
follow up
yeah,
could
yeah,
have had a better chance to have it not blocked as well.
exactly. So you have Foden's chance too, but they go 3-1. You're thinking, okay, it's done now, and then it happens again, and you're thinking, oh, Real Madrid are going to come back. They then get the goal. Real Madrid get a little bit sloppy, not concentrating. You're thinking, this is it. The fact that it goes again, if I'm Guardiola right now, yes, we do have an advantage. Yes,
Right.
yes, we can score at the Bernabeu, but I'm worried because Jack, Man City offensively were absolutely terrific, and even to a point, defensively, Jack, they were great. It took 3 moments of absolute quality to beat them.
Right.
You know, and like I can also mention other things with Ruben Diaz where it's almost inches if he gets a touch on it, you know, they take the 5-3 advantage. But at this moment of time, if you're Man City, you have to be worried because that was almost perfect from them at times.
Well, a 1-0 looks a hell of a lot different to a 4-3.
Mm.
And we know in the current competition, they actually add up to the same thing. It's just a 1 goal advantage, but the optics look very, very different, right?
Definitely.
Now, I don't know this. I don't watch every game in La Liga week after week, right? I keep an eye on what Real Madrid, Atletico, and Barca are up to because you kind of have to. You know, those are kind of big players in European football. You kind of have to. But, you know, James, I look at the Bernabeu and I look at, you know, people kind of hitting the best part of their career at the right time and people having their swan song too. Like we know Gareth Bale's not going to be there. You know, like I've got these kind of like ideas in my head. Benzema could easily go off in the second leg, easily. Vinicius Jr. has shown himself to be a superstar. James, that solo effort from Vinicius Jr., we don't see that kind of forward play anymore. That was just head down. I'm going over here. If you can stop me, you be my guest. But I don't think you will because I'm going to also be able to finish.
But Jack, it's not only that, like it's to me, it's a dummy. He actually sells Fernandinho with the nutmeg without touching the ball, and then the composure. That's the one thing I always have with Vinicius Jr. You know, that final third, and to be fair, he's improved it so much this season. But the way he's able to carry the ball for a long period of time and to keep his cool and slot it into the corner, listen, his development is amazing. He's getting better and better. But
And James as well, like to your thing about Man City, they had loads and loads of chances and stuff. Even the goals they scored, like the Gabriel Jesus goal, it's pretty sloppy defending from David Alaba.
yes,
That's not the kind of thing that can be relied upon. They're not in the match preparation. They're not going, we can really take advantage of David Alaba. I reckon he's really bad. Like, no, that kind of thing is not going to be happening in the second leg. So, some people, and I heard the commentary say it, friends of mine were saying this too. Oh, it could be 7, whatever. I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit like, yeah, kind of, but also it could have been less too, if we're being honest.
But Jack, just remember this, like Riyad Mahrez, you remember the Riyad Mahrez hits the post, the Phil Foden rebound, Riyad Mahrez ended up beating 2 or 3 Real Madrid players and just gone wide. There was chances there. Phil Foden missed chances. Like Man City had some serious chances to really end this whole tie. But the thing I mentioned to you, Jack, is this Real Madrid mentality.
And I'm going to do it so you don't have to. Guys, if you want to watch our preview video, it's actually doing quite well. So go and give it a watch. It'll be doing well for a reason. James and I must have been on good form that day. But James said this. I picked Man City in this one. And I'll be honest with you, out of me and James picked Real Madrid. And James's reasons were what he's about to go into here. And I'll be honest, my confidence level after watching that first leg has not gone up. If anything, in a weird way, no matter how well Man City looked like they were playing, they've still conceded 3 goals. Jack. And they're going to the Bernabeu with Karim Benzema playing the way. James, the Panenka was wild. I don't want to dwell on that too much. Benzema is, oof.
Listen, we'll get into Benzema. I just want to talk about what I was speaking about before about this Real Madrid.
Take your victory lap here.
Think about it. Man City were thriving. The crowd was going early goal. They get the second one. They're on the ropes. There was chance from Riyad Mahrez, chance for Phil Foden. A team crumbles in that situation. Real Madrid didn't play well. They pressed. They kind of half pressed. Man City were able to break the lines, and then they were in every single time. For some weird reason, they're like cock. They just won't go away, Jack. You literally have to kill them to end this whole thing. Because the mentality that this team has, it doesn't make sense to me, Jack. Teams crumble. Teams are done. After 2-0, I can accept you coming back, but 3-1 and then 4-2, and you're still coming back. You're still making an effort. And it wasn't like Real Madrid created an abundance of chances, Jack. Jack, it was literally 3 opportunities. I look at the stats right now. It showed Real Madrid had 11 shots, yet 5 on target. Jack, bar them 3 chances for them. The 3 goals. I don't remember Real Madrid creating anything spectacular. Like, they had to score. No, this was just moments of genius from from this team. But we know what quality is full of. It's quality. Exactly.
That's one thing I'll say though. But that's for both teams. I'm gonna extend that to Man City as well. The quality of the goals scored was. Mahrez. I was talking to my housemates about this. Mahrez crossed to De Bruyne for that first goal. Sometimes you put a cross in and you're out wide and it's kind of like, there's a few people in there. If I just bang it in there, it will go to somebody, surely. Mahrez looks up, there's one guy to hit and he has to hit him in that exact spot.
It's not really even a guy because Kevin De Bruyne makes a run from deep. So he just puts it in an area for Kevin De Bruyne to attack, which was...
And De Bruyne realistically can only finish that one way, which is the way that he did. Bernardo Silva's goal, he's not scoring anywhere else but near post top corner. After that,
Real Madrid did stop.
Credit to the referee. Credit to the referee. This is one thing that we need to start taking the leaf out of the book from rugby, right? When you have an advantage, if you score or you get a penalty or whatever, you actually get an advantage, then the foul doesn't happen, right? Or whatever doesn't happen. If you then use that and you miss, you go back to the foul because you've not gained anything. The opposition getting a goal kick means nothing, right? Giving an advantage, then them scoring a goal, that's your advantage. That's what you want from being fouled. That's the kind of indebtedness that you have there. The Panenka, Vinicius Junior's goal. James, the quality across, and you mentioned it, in the totality of the game, there were 11 shots on target, 6 from Man City, 5 from Real Madrid. James, there were 7 goals. And that speaks to the quality of the game and the quality of the finishing, because do I think that Thibaut Courtois or Ederson strictly had that bad of a game? I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, none of them put on clinics, neither of them put on clinics, but I didn't leave the match going, man, they had a bad game today. They didn't. You can't stop that kind of offense.
Exactly. I even remember the Laporte chance that was literally straight at Ederson. So it wasn't the thing where the both goalkeepers were outstanding, making save after save after save. It was just like, to me, it was just quality.
Yeah.
But let's just take it going into the next game. Who for you has the advantage here? Because listen, score-wise, it says Man City has the advantage. But you also have to look at it that they go to the Santiago Bernabeu, and we have seen twice now that place can be absolutely magic at times.
Yeah. Well, James, listen, I think, not to give ourselves too much credit here. First of all, you deserve a lot of credit picking Real Madrid, and for the reasons that you've just stated. I mean, this team does not know when they're beat, and it's not because they're bad and then they get lucky. Like, there's quality in this football team. Like, let's not pretend otherwise. Karim Benzema, again, I'm going to say it for like the 100th video running, guys. This is the Ballon d'Or front runner. This is the best player in the world right now. We have a goal a game for Real Madrid in I think in La Liga in this Champions League campaign. I think it's 13 goals 14, in 10 or something 14. Crazy like that. 14. So this is nuts, right? Vinicius Jr. is breaking out as a superstar. That midfield three is one of the greatest of all time. And we're seeing that this defense is underrated, and I think is outperforming what people expected. I'm going in with a little less confidence. But again, sorry, I forgot where I was. Fullbacks. We can very clearly see no Kyle Walker, no João Cancelo. We saw the ramifications of that. Now, I don't know what the situation of each of those guys is going to be next week. I don't know. Are they going to be available? Are they going to be fit to go? Are they going to be raring to go? Are they going to be ready to be thrown into a Santiago Bernabeu cauldron in a moment like that, having missed out on the first leg? Again, do I think Zinchenko deputized that well? Or, I mean, James, I'm not going to lie to you, because of the way that kind of Pep, generally speaking, like the way he operates. So obviously Stones kind of went off, didn't he? And then Fernandinho came on. I thought they did okay for what they were being asked of, but I think we could see the clear difference between João Cancelo and Kyle Walker not being there. So them playing or not is going to be a huge determining factor. Apart from that, though, I can't help but feel like this is going to be Real Madrid's to take. Because I said this to you, James. I said this will be the time they get caught out. This will be the time. This Hollywood BS cannot continue. The better drilled team, the better quality team, the better coach team is gonna kind of see out here. I mean, that first leg didn't suggest that anything like that was going to happen. So I don't know what to tell you.
Jack, I kept on saying to myself, okay, it's finally catch up with them. 3-1, 4-2, 2-0. Jack, they find a way.
I know.
Going back to that other place, listen, we know Man City's history. We know Guardiola's history. And we know about Real Madrid's history, especially their recent history in this competition. It all tells me that there's going to be something special. There is going to be something special. And to me, is this with Real Madrid? I don't understand this. Jack, for some reason, this team seems to play in spurts. They pick and choose the moments when to play. Man City, for a good, I would say a good 75 minutes of it, were just absolutely the better team. But for a 15-minute, you can even say a 10-minute display from Real Madrid, they showed their quality. And to me, that's what matters. Games, football, to me, is decided in moments, and Real Madrid are, at this moment of time, moment-wise, probably the best team, because they can create moments out of absolutely nothing.
And James, and like I said at the beginning, like, maybe this is a bit of a bold prediction for the second leg, but like, there's still aces under the, in up Ancelotti's sleeve here. This is Gareth Bale's swan song. They've already won the league. This is one of the best players in Real Madrid's history.
Bale hasn't played this season.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if Carlo Ancelotti goes, hey, 10, 15 minutes, we need you to do something special, are we ruling out an absolute scorcher from Gareth Bale, or a free kick, or an overhead kick, or something wild like that? We know what Isco can be capable of. We know what Asensio can be capable of, right? Marcelo, again, on his day, if he's not been asked to do too much defensively, he's coming on as more of an attacking threat down that left-hand side at some point. There are, James, there are cards up the sleeve of Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid here.
Now, Jack, okay, we're going to end this video here. Who do you have going through in the second leg? After seeing what you've just seen, who do you have going through? What I'm going to write down, what I'm going to commit to you as an answer right now, because I don't want to go back on my initial analysis, right? I'm going to say Man City still. But James,
like realistically, like I don't know if I'm explaining this properly. I think Real Madrid are going to go through based on what I saw. Like there seems to be this fairy tale dust. I don't know what's happening, but
Listen,
there's something happening with this Real Madrid team where it feels to me like they're going to do it. And then in the final, be it Liverpool, be it Villarreal, probably Liverpool, I'd back Real Madrid. Like I don't know
listen.
what they're doing right now, but again, written you and me privately, and by privately I mean publicly on YouTube. I'm going to say Real Madrid, but I'm going to stick with. If you made me kind of, the points decided, I'm going to stick with what I said. I'm going to say Man City, but man, I'm swayed in a big way. I really am.
I'm not a man to flip flop. I did pick Real Madrid, so I'm gonna stick with them. But
Yeah,
damn, what an absolute tie, guys! Let me
absolute
know,
classic.
guys.
We've
Let
been
me
talking
know
about
what
that
you
for
think.
ages.
Man City fans, Real Madrid fans, what in the hell just happened? Please comment down below. Let me know your feelings and who's going to go through. Let us know, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Box to Box Football, and me and Jack will see you next time.